Week 6, the Cardinals lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Rams. Can Los Angeles finish the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Cook. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And all. Way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or...
In October, the Cardinals lost a shootout in their first matchup. Finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". Throwing, Cook. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Following the fumble recovery, Fields rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back Now, let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Cook. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Cook. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. From his own end zone, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, LA! Odell Beckham. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. This defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Myers Jack working through that time to take him down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 81 yards.
This defense is right near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
A big play there for L.A. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Right after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. From the 29, Cook. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Comes the blitz as they look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out. Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line to go further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Henderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fields on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On play action, Fields. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and touchdown. That's caught at the 2. Odell Beckham. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to...
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a peck. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half. Those those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cook. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cook throwing on 1st down.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down and 7.
Back to throw again.
Finding Gaskin underneath.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Cook. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Off play action, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Cook, a final shot before break. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now a hook up downfield on second down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there, because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, it's Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Cook. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing, that's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Fields. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, LA! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Let's go!
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Cook. That's taken in by Henderson. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the 39, Cook. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Cook. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
But he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Rams! Curtis Samuel, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just a play that wanted to get him out of the open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double play.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. touchdown for Los Angeles.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cook is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On play action, Fields.
That's complete to John Ross. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they head it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for